Hello everyone, Grant Copley here. In the previous video, I showed you how we can get up and running with CBWire and BoxLang. And we created a simple contact form with a name and email address, and everything is working good for now. However, I noticed one thing. Whenever I fill out the form and I click Submit Form, the UI shows a success message really quick, and I kind of want it to transition a little better. Let me show you what I mean. If I click here and I type in my name, notice we've got Hello Grant Copley. I type in the email address, and click Submit Form, and notice right away we get form submitted successfully. And this is fine, but I think this would actually look a little bit better if it had kind of a slower transition. And the nice thing about CBWire is transitions are actually built in. Over here in VS Code, I'm going to navigate to my wires folder. And inside of here, you'll see we've got our myform.bx. That is our BoxLang class, and that has all of our form logic. But then we've got myform.bxm, which is a BoxLang template extension, and that has all of our HTML for our form. So let's click on that. And right here you can see that we've got an if statement saying if our form submitted, we want to show this block here, and this is where we show form submitted successfully. Otherwise, we actually show the form itself. So in order to get this to transition the way that we want, we actually can use a template directive inside of CBWire called wire transition. Now, the transition directive tells Livewire that whenever we're making DOM changes and this element is presented on the screen, we want it to transition in. So let's hit save and see this work in the browser. I'm going to click refresh up here at the top and enter my name again, email address, and then click submit form. Now I want you to notice it actually didn't work, but I did this on purpose. Keep in mind that whenever we're making changes to the DOM, Livewire needs to figure out what is actually new elements on the page and things that are already rendered on the page that it doesn't need to update. And this is one of those instances where Livewire is having a little bit of trouble doing that. We can fix this real easily. If we hop back over to VS Code, we can help Livewire understand that this is going to be a new div element that we need to render on the page in transition by using wire key. And we give it a unique key name, and this needs to be unique to the page. I'm going to click save. Let's jump back over to the browser here, and I'm going to hit refresh. And now let's give this a try again. Okay, so I definitely saw the transition that time, and so it's working. The only thing I'll say is it was a bit quick, and I'd actually like to slow that down. So let's do that real quick. As with a lot of the template directives, and there are a lot of other ones other than just wire transition, but in addition to those, a lot of these have what are called modifiers, and they're things that you can add to the directive to change its behavior. So one of the ones that transition has is a duration, and we can tell it how long we want it to transition. So let's do something really slow, like 4 seconds. I'm going to hit save. Back on the browser, I'm going to hit refresh, and let's try this one, hopefully last time. Okay. That may have been a little too slow, or maybe you want to adjust it even further. So there is additional modifiers that you can specify to change the behavior, from the speed to does it transition in from the left, bottom, right. Definitely check out the docs for more information on that. But this just goes to show that with just a simple change to our code, we're able to implement these really nice transitions that users like and that really give your interfaces a nice polish. That's it for this video. I'll catch you in the next one.